Okay, video analysis update for the E-mini S&P for the week of 11th of August. Well, we were looking for E-mini to bottom out at the end of last week. I thought perhaps we could hold this 100-day moving average support around the 1906 area. We continued lower and we did bounce just above the 1988 support. You can see that's trendline support going back about a year. It's also Fibonacci support, so we did expect a bottom somewhere. We got it there. We bottomed at 90, so a couple of points just above that level, in fact. And of course, we've rocketed higher. We've taken out the losses from the previous 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, so it's all very positive indeed. We've got to get through this mid 1925 area now, but certainly that's a very positive candle. We're extremely oversold. There's plenty of bulls out there still that were looking to buy stocks on a dip, and it looks like they've piled in on Friday, so the outlook's very positive now. We should be able to continue higher. Well, we've got some short-term fib levels around the 1925 area, as I said, 1937.38, 1949.50. So let's see if we can achieve those targets this week. I think we will. The DAX has taken quite a tumble. Obviously, we were expecting that sell-off, and we've been predicting it for a while. We got as far as March lows. March lows were at 89.09. We bottomed out at 89.03. We had that as one of our important levels on Friday, so that worked nicely. We've seen a really good bounce. Not quite as bullish picture as in the S&P, but we are oversold. We have held just above very important support. You can see lots of Fibonacci support levels there, so that looks good. So we're now looking for a recovery this week. The short-term chart looks good, some positive candles on there. Well, levels will be on your daily report, but I think we can start to recover now, and I think we'll actually be dragged up by the US. I think that will lead the recovery after the DAX pretty much led us. The FTSE really isn't a very positive picture, but we managed to hold on to 6,500. We're getting oversold. I think that this is going to recover, but to be honest, I'm basing that more on the fact that I can see other markets recovering and dragging the FTSE up with it. If you look at the FTSE chart on its own, it really doesn't look very positive at all. So that's the basis of my thinking. We've got a little bit more of a positive stochastic, I suppose. Here's a little positive candle on the short-term chart. So yeah, I mean, that backs up the idea that we hopefully have bottomed out. But I do think that all this correction higher that I'm expecting now through towards the end of August will just be a selling opportunity, and I think that what we've seen in the last couple of weeks is just a warning of what's going to happen in the autumn, and I think something very, very significant to the downside is coming. We'll watch that carefully. It's worth having a look at the Dow. This is the mini Dow 200-day moving average, important support where we spiked below it just to wash out any weak longs, I guess, but certainly the candle on Friday is very positive. The spike lower, the close above the high of the previous 2 days, it's all very positive indeed. The market's oversold, so as I said, I was looking for a bottoming process at the end of last week, and I think we've definitely got it. I'm looking for a move higher now in the mini Dow as well. Nasdaq not quite as clear, but obviously very oversold. This is a positive candle, not as positive as the S&P and Dow Jones admittedly, but the spike lower, the close above the previous day's close, even above the previous day's open in fact. So yeah, it looks pretty positive. Everything's lining up, I think, to confirm what I thought, that we would bottom out the end of last week and now start a correction higher before the bigger dump into the autumn.